Hello, and welcome back to building every single Five Nights at Freddy's map in Minecraft. In my last video, I had built and toured the VR versions of Five Nights at Freddy's 2 and 3. So now in this video, I will be building an assorted bunch of just random mini games in the Help Wanted. So I have here I believe it's the Dark Rooms, Night Terrors, and the Parts and Service, Bonnie, Chica, Freddy, Foxy, as well as the Mangl Vent Repair. I don't know if I'm going to have time to do ennards because his is a lot larger than you would think it is. So for now I just have mangles, and if I do ennards you will see it in this video. If you don't, I don't know when I'll do it. Eventually, I'll tell you that much. But I think we should just get on to doing all of these. They're all pretty small, so I can't imagine it'll take too long. So let's go and do that now. And that was the time lapse. So we're starting back off in the hub area, and just so you know that it still works. And we're going to be going to Fun with Plush Trap first, and it's immediately very dark. Probably because it's called a dark room. I'll say it again, every single remake of a map that the VR version has is slightly different to the original one. This one isn't too different, it's just like wall color. We got the chair, it's both Plush Trap and Balloon Boy, it's the same map, so I didn't build two, why would I? Got the ceiling fan as well, it's kinda ugly. This is the button that would bring you back. You know, it's a hall. There's really nothing much I can say about it. But we're not going to go back just yet. And instead we're going to go through this door. You saw in the time-lapse that the FNAF 4/Night Terrors area is right here, right behind the Plush Trap. And the reason that I did that is because it actually technically is. Because out of bounds on the Plush Trap area, the FNAF 4, there's bits of the FNAF 4 map still modeled in, which I think is very interesting. But, you know, I much prefer the green walls to the original game's orange. But that's mostly because I think the original FNAF 4 was bad. It's almost like it's pretty much the same map as the original one, or the same area. We got the plush baby closet. You can close it if you want. It stays closed for slightly longer than the original one did. I still don't have heads for the other toys in his room. I can only get one of the robot, and I'm kind of too lazy to make them right now. I probably will eventually. The bed's a little bit of a different color, whatever. The lamps, ooh. You'll notice that for the ceiling, I went with the Night Marion design there. The ceiling that when you go in that level, the ceiling is all busted up. But if you don't want that, you can just press this button and it will go back to normal. It's a fun little thing I thought I'd add. Give you some options. I prefer the whole one though. I think it gives more interest in there. Pushing this button will bring us back, and we can move on to Plush Baby. This is probably my least favorite mini game in the entire game, but I think this area is pretty cool. Got a speaker up there, all the plush toys I could fit, which is, what was that, like 6? I got these present heads instead of having full concrete blocks there. Just feel like it makes more sense with the scale. The gumball machine here. It's a machine. And I got all the shelves in. I couldn't get any guys on these shelves, which is a shame because I feel like it would have looked pretty cool. But I can't. All the vents don't go anywhere, and neither of these doors go anywhere either, which is a shame. If you really liked doors. But you know, it's all these rooms are going to be very tiny, and I might end up commenting on that again later because they're all so small. If we push this button, which is meant to look like the alarm clock that's here, we'll go back to the hub. We'll move on to Funtime Foxy. This is probably one of my personal favorite areas. It might be a little bit small though. I feel like these walls are probably a bit longer in the actual game. and none of these pipes are in the correct places. I tried doing that, and it just was very painful. This was the best I could do. But I think it gives the same effect, so it doesn't matter too much, I don't think. But it's just a big, large, empty room. There's really not much I can say here. Got a bunch of these diorite pipes, though. There's that. Ooh, crazy. Going to this door. This room does exist in the game, so I thought I'd include it here. And pushing this button will bring us back to the hub. Very cool. Moving on to Repair Bonnie. I'm gonna clear up my effects here. Because this one actually has lights for once. None of the dark rooms had any lights. I might try to include like a flashlight feature somehow, where like pushing a button will light up the room a bit. But I don't know if I will, so we'll see if I do that. We'll see. This is a very empty room. It's just, they're all the same kind of small square. I did these cleaning things myself, and that's why they look significantly worse than all the other heads in this map. It was a quick little thing. Looks pretty ugly. Don't really care too much. They work for now, you know. Got the table, and we got the 3 just bin things here, and the little bunny. Next one is the Chico one. Either this one or the Freddy one is my favorite looking of the parts and service bits. For the most part, it's also pretty empty. It just got these kitchen shelves and the pizza boxes and whatever. These garbage bags and the oven, whatever. Got the cupcake in here though. I think that's the first time I used the cupcake, which is surprising. And we got the pipes though, like detox or whatever. I forgot what you specifically do. But this is a really nice one, I think. It's tiny, but they all are. Freddy's. Like I said, this one might actually be my favorite, just appearance-wise. The only, significant thing here is that it, for some reason, has part of a ceiling. None of the other areas have a ceiling, but for some reason, Freddy gets one. I got the workbench thing here. These concrete things are meant to be the shelves. A little trash bin, pile of boxes, and just a little bench and some lockers in the back here too. This is, in my opinion, probably one of the better ones. It's got a lot of detail in there, as much as you can get, I think. And the last parts and service is Foxy's, who I would think is probably the most empty one. He just got his little plush toy here, and we got the empty head, the bins, the what are these called? The benches, the work benches. There we go. God. Also a coat rack here in the back. Very empty, like I said. Not much I can say about these. And the last area that we're going to be looking at today is the mangl vent repair. This one's pretty simple. You push this button, you can turn off the light if you want, but I need to see, so this button will take you back. I tried getting all of the levers that I could in here, which I think I got all of them. I couldn't fit the little button, it's like right there, due to the scale that I went for. And you'll notice that most of the vents that I've done up to this point, come on, let me in, there we go. Most of the vents up to this point have been a 1x1 hole, but these ones are 2x2, just to fit the scale a little bit. I originally wanted to do just like a 1x hole with stairs, but it wouldn't work the way I wanted it to, and you'd get the same level of detail that I got here, which is a shame, but I can live with it. The vents do wrap around. If you want to roleplay or whatever, you can go around faster, I guess. I don't care. This fan thing, it's a poor excuse for fan. And these little gears in the ground here, those are pretty cool, huh? Also, underneath the floor is this like fan type thing. I don't know. I think Mangl can like appear under the floor sometimes, which is, as far as I'm aware, she can do that. I think that's pretty cool. But that's the vent, and that's pretty much, I believe that's everything that I've done so far. It's a surprisingly tall area. Ooh, that's bright, huh? Thank you so much for watching this video. Big jumbled mess, but I think the next one's definitely going to be my favorite. Pizza Party is kind of the main reason that I even started this series in the first place, because it is one of the best things to ever come out of FNAF, I'm going to be honest. So I can't wait to do that. It'll be a lot of fun. Pretty big, but it's doable. So I will see you in the next one, and goodbye.